Again, not keep bringing up the same thing, but you guys get outplayed badly the first two periods. But yeah, you keep working and working, and then the third period you really play well.
Yeah, you know, it's a never quit. You know, I thought last night we outplayed them for three. You know, tonight they outplayed us for the first two, and I thought definitely they outplayed us. You know, the first two we were lucky. Nick made a lot of great saves. We're lucky to get out with a 1-0, being down 1-0. So it was one of those nights where it's been what we've preached all year to them. You just don't give up. You keep going, and we really wanted to stay focused on their D down low. You know, the third period, 15-6 shots on us, and I thought we carried the play for the whole third and with most of the overtime.
It seemed, though, even though they were getting the quantity of shots, your shots seemed to be a little more quality, and a couple goals called back and some other good chances. What was happening just to convert on those chances?
You know, it's nothing's changed. We just tell them, you know, the same thing. And the success we had last night with that line of Finnegan, Sinclair, and Vargas was just simple hockey. Keep it deep. Keep getting pucks in the net. And I thought we did a real nice job of cycling and cutting to the net hard, you know, and throwing those pucks. Those are tough because guys are funneling in. You know, I just know from our D standpoint, they don't like it, you know, so we try to do whatever our D don't like. And, you know, it's one of those things where we kept getting pucks to the cage. We were just eager. We just kept our feet moving, and it was a big third period for us. And you know, the message was there's nothing to hold back for. You know, it's 20 minutes of hockey. It's a one-shot difference in the game, and you know, Tomas comes through with a great job, and great job by James Perkin keeping it in, cycling, getting over to Tomas. You know, I've said all year he's a great puck protector, and you know, he showed it again tonight.
What was your thought process in selecting the shooters for the shootout?
Well, I thought Tomas, you know, he's been feeling it the last little bit, so I wanted to go with Tomas. Being a righty, coming in, he's got a good shot. I don't think it went high glove, did it? They go like low, I'm not even sure where it kind of went, but I was thinking on his case, you know, he'd come and give a little head fake. And the other two, Solway and Perk, they've been pretty solid. You know, poor David got tripped there, but I think he might have had him beat on the first one. But that's the way it goes. And, you know, hats off to Johnson. Did a good job with his paddle there and made the save. And then Perk comes in and, you know, scores a must-needed one after they just scored. So
you talk about what it means to get 5 points at this point in the season.
Yeah, well, you know, it's huge any weekend, but even more as we're gearing up, you know, for the playoffs. It breeds confidence, the excitement of the guys in there. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, and it's, you know, we had the Western Michigan 5 of 6. We didn't get any with Miami, and then you know we came back at 5 of 6 here. So, you know, the guys are continuing to believe, and they see it happen when they play hard for 60 minutes, and when they keep things basic. And again, tonight I thought we played 20 minutes of hockey in the overtime for the most part. But again, Nick, you know, did a nice job kicking out pucks for us, and that's what goalies need to do. And you know, he kept us in it, and you know, we didn't panic on the bench. You know, at times there was some times where they're in their zone for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and you know, the thing we just keep sorting it out, talking. And I was real proud of them though.
You're proud of how your team responded to after the 2 goals, the 2 pucks go in that were called back. Just how your teams responded, not letting down.
Yeah, you know, when that happened, it just hey, whatever the call is, you know, you got to tell them if it goes in, we still have that same focus, what we want to get done. If it doesn't, nothing changes, you know. And it's unfortunate, obviously, they get to watch it up top, and if they made the right calls, and you know, and that's the way it goes. You know, I know the second one was, I think the net was off for about 7 seconds maybe or so there, and you know, Tomas ripped it. So when they went over to check that, I kind of knew that it was off because the play was. I saw the bump that goes in there. I didn't know how much it was off, or if it, but I had a suspicion it was.
Can you talk a little about your PK tonight, Coach?
I thought Pellenkill did a real nice job. You know, it was a job where we were in real good lanes. We were in a job where, you know, we had good sticks. We communicated. If we did have any breakdowns, Nick was there for us tonight, and that's huge. And you know, I thought we did a good job holding the line, forcing them to dump pucks, and that's what we want. And every time the power play can dump a puck, as far as I'm concerned, it's a 50-50 puck, so it's anybody's now. So as soon as they give up that possession, that's what we want to do. And you know, obviously we dump it on our side as well, but I always think when they dump it, it's a coin toss who gets it, you know. So I was real proud of them. 4 or 5 of them up front did a great job with Boydie, Diesel, Solway, Vargas, Mark Rodriguez. You know, in there as well, and even Perk and Kybin, the guys in the back end did a nice job too.
GST is sick tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, JST came down last night. He called Doc Wojo at midnight. I saw he came over to the rink, and he didn't eat a lot today. And he was running on probably half a tank at best. So I think rest was key for him, and get someone in there who's healthy. And